It was a quiet April evening in 1977 when the small town of Dover, Massachusetts became the unexpected stage for a series of eerie sightings that continued to baffle investigators. Over the span of 24 hours, 3 teenagers in different parts of town encountered a creature unlike anything they had ever seen. What began as an ordinary spring night would soon unravel into one of New England's most enduring cryptid mysteries, the Dover Demon. On the night of April 21st, 17-year-old William Bartlett was driving along Farm Street with 2 friends. The road was nearly deserted, the car's headlights slicing through the darkness. As they passed a stone wall lining in the street, something unusual caught Bartlett's attention. At first, he thought it was a stray animal, perhaps a dog or a cat, but as he drew closer, he realized it was something far stranger. Perched atop the wall was a figure unlike anything he could recognize. It stood about 3.5 to 4 feet tall, with an oversized head that seemed disproportionate to its thin body. Its skin was pale and rough, almost like sandpaper, and its spindly limbs were far too long and slender to belong to any known creature. But what struck Bartlett most were its eyes, 2 large glowing orbs of orange light that stared back at him through the night. His heart raced as he struggled to make sense of the sight before him. The creature didn't move, but seemed to watch him intently before vanishing into the brush. Shaken, Bartlett confided in his friends, though they hadn't seen the creature themselves. They urged him to focus on the road, but he couldn't shake the unsettling image from his mind. Later that night, he sketched what he had seen: a small humanoid figure with an enormous head, glowing eyes, and long, claw-like fingers. Though unsure what to make of it, he was certain he hadn't imagined the encounter. Just a few hours later, at around midnight, 15-year-old John Baxter was walking home from his girlfriend's house along Miller Hill Road, roughly 2 miles from Bartlett's sighting. As he approached a wooded area near a creek, he noticed a figure in the distance. At first, he thought it might be a schoolmate, but as he drew near, he realized something was wrong. This wasn't a person. Standing near a tree was a creature with an abnormally large head, similar to the one Bartlett had described. It watched him from the shadows, its thin body contorted in a way that seemed unnatural. Before Baxter could get any closer, the creature scurried off into the woods, its awkward movements unnerving him. Its glowing orange eyes cut through the gloom as it disappeared into the trees. Terrified, Baxter ran the rest of the way home. Like Bartlett, he couldn't explain what he had seen, but the image of the strange figure haunted him. The following day, he drew a sketch, which eerily resembled Bartlett's, despite the two having no contact. The strange sightings didn't end there. On the following night, April 22nd, 15-year-old Abby Brabham and her boyfriend. Are you enjoying today's story? Smash that subscribe button so you never miss another spine-chilling tale. Let's get back to the video. Friends were driving along Springdale Avenue, a few miles from the previous encounters. As they cruised down the road, Brabham noticed something standing by the roadside. Initially, she thought it was a person, but as they approached, she realized it was anything but human. The creature was small, with a disproportionately large head atop a thin, hairless body. Its skin was rough, almost reptilian, and its limbs were long and spindly. Though Brabham described its eyes as glowing green, in contrast to the orange seen by others, the rest of the details aligned perfectly. Her boyfriend also caught a glimpse of the creature before it bolted into the darkness, vanishing from sight. These three encounters, all occurring within a small radius and brief time frame, sent ripples of fear through the town. None of the eyewitnesses knew each other well, yet their descriptions were strikingly similar. Two spoke of peach-colored eyes. All spoke about rough skin, a bulbous head, glowing eyes, and unnaturally long limbs. The consistency of their accounts led to immediate intrigue and skepticism. William Bartlett remained resolute about his experience, famously writing, "I swear on a stack of Bibles that I saw this creature." Yet, despite the credible witnesses, no further sightings were reported after that fateful 24 hours, leaving many to wonder what exactly they had seen. The Dover demon's strange appearance and mysterious behavior defy easy explanation, prompting a range of theories about its origins. Some cryptozoologists believe that the creature could be an unknown species, a cryptid that had gone undetected in rural areas of Massachusetts. Its unusual features make it difficult to classify. Lauren Coleman, a renowned cryptozoologist who investigated the case, found the witnesses to be credible and regarded the sightings as one of the most perplexing cryptid encounters on record. Others speculate that the Dover demon may be extraterrestrial in nature. Its oversized head and glowing eyes share similarities with the typical description of gray aliens, often reported in UFO encounters. However, the absence of any reported UFOs or strange lights in the sky weaken this theory. Skeptics propose the sightings were likely cases of mistaken identity, perhaps involving a young moose or deer. Yet this explanation crumbles when considering the creature's distinct features, like its large head and glowing eyes. Additionally, moose are rare in that region of Massachusetts, and the witness descriptions do not match any known wildlife. As with many cryptid cases, some suggest a hoax or mass hysteria, but the lack of any apparent motive and the credibility of the witnesses make this theory seem unlikely. Despite the burst of activity in 1977, the Dover demon was never seen again. The fleeting yet consistent sightings remain some of the most compelling cryptid encounters in modern history. Each witness stood by their story, and the eerie alignment of their descriptions continues to puzzle researchers. To this day, residents of Dover and cryptid enthusiasts alike wonder what those teenagers really saw on those strange April nights. Was it a new species, an alien visitor, or something else entirely, lurking just beyond our understanding? The Dover demon remains a riddle, one that may never be solved. Thank you for watching.